The Renaissance was a period of cultural rebirth in Europe that began in the 14th century and lasted until the 17th century. It marked a transition from the Middle Ages to the modern world and is considered one of the most significant periods in European history. At the heart of the Renaissance was humanism, a philosophical and intellectual movement that emphasized the value and agency of human beings and focused on the study of classical texts in their original languages. Humanists believed that by understanding and emulating the civilizations of ancient Greece and Rome, they could create a better world. This new way of thinking led to remarkable advancements in art, literature, science, and philosophy. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo became symbols of the era's creative explosion. Their works of art, which often depicted scenes from classical mythology or celebrated the human form, were not only technically brilliant, but also expressed a newfound appreciation for the beauty and wonder of the natural world. Writers like Petrarch and Dante helped revive classical literary forms and themes, and their works explored topics such as love, beauty, and the power of the human imagination. This flowering of artistic and intellectual activity was made possible by a number of factors, including the rediscovery of ancient texts, the invention of the printing press, and the patronage of wealthy merchants and nobles. One of the key features of the Renaissance was its focus on humanism, which celebrated the potential of the human mind and the importance of individual achievement. Humanist thinkers believed that people could improve themselves and society through education and rational inquiry. They studied ancient Greek and Roman texts, which had been largely neglected during the Middle Ages, and they sought to emulate the classical ideals of beauty, balance, and harmony. Humanism also had a profound influence on art, which during the Renaissance moved away from the stylized forms of the Middle Ages towards a more realistic and naturalistic style. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo were some of the first to depict the human body with anatomical precision, and they also began to experiment with perspective and other techniques that gave their works a new sense of depth and realism. In addition to these developments in art and literature, the Renaissance also saw significant advances in science and philosophy. Nicolaus Copernicus, for example, proposed a heliocentric theory of the solar system, which placed the sun rather than the Earth at the center of the universe. This and other scientific discoveries helped to undermine the long-standing belief in the Earth as the center of creation and paved the way for a more rational and empirical approach to understanding the world.